That's weird. Mm. Okay, so we're live. Mhm. All right. Doesn't look like we are live though. Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. So let's see. Do we hear? Okay, here we go. Have some sound now. That's really strange. Okay, let's go to Zoom. Okay, so we're live and I'm going to start recording. We're not really going to. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Goldfish Report. I'm your host and researcher, Louisa. This is Friday, June 14th, 2024. This is Goldfish Report number 1101. Interesting number. First, I want to start out by wishing all the fathers out there happy Father's Day this weekend. It's also President Trump's birthday or whatever. That's sorry, I have not been feeling well, so my throat is a little bit you know, scratchy. So I gonna do something different tonight because I don't have Mark Nelson with me tonight. He is traveling, and so is Vicky. So they are not available for our report this Friday. So I apologize to all the viewers who were coming and expecting and hoping to get a reading from Mark. But this happens. We do this, at our free time, right? So we sometimes have conflicting schedules. And so there will be times when I probably won't be able to either. Sorry. So the first thing I wanted to start out with tonight is that we are really living in a time of great change. We're seeing it happen all around us. We are seeing, I'm going to actually screen share some pretty compelling video of some things that are going on around the world right now. We have some very serious flooding going on in Florida. Let's take a look at this because it's pretty scary, like really, when you look at it. It's done. Share computer sound. Okay, take a look at this.
Flash flood emergency around Hollandale Beach in Broward County. You see dozens of stranded cars. But let's not kid ourselves, the drivers matter too, and some should rethink their choices.
What in the Broward County is going on? That's one way to avoid a flooded road, but you're in a Tesla.
And that wasn't even the worst Tesla driver I saw today.
Bad idea. Oh, he's got a Tesla. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's got a Tesla. I thought it was like a BMW or something. He's good. Oh, but he just hit that car. Oh, got too deep for it. All right, the good thing about a Tesla, you can operate in deep water, deeper than a regular gas car. But clearly, the car is lifted. He's floating. It's just... That is wild. He just hit and ran in a flood. I mean, in fairness, it's not like that car probably in fairness, that car is probably totaled, but you shouldn't just do hit and run.
In just 24 hours, Hollywood and Hollandale Beach were hammered with an astonishing 17 inches of rain. That's more than double the usual rainfall for the entire month of June. Again, in just a single day. Mother Nature was clearly in a mood, and the streets transformed into rivers, a chaotic scene that's disrupted local lives again.
You just replaced everything.
Everything from last year. We just replaced everything. Everything from last year.
How does this compare to last year?
This is worse. Because it's just getting started.
Roughly how much did that cost to redo and get the house livable again?
35, 45.
And so you got to redo that again? Or are you going to do it again?
Well, we got flood insurance this time. But we don't know how that works out. You know, companies don't want to pay out.
Yeah.
Go into the living room. Then we got you ready to go?
So you're going to risk it to try and...
Yeah.
Are you worried that you're going to get your car ruined though?
A little bit worried, but I got her car at the gas station where it's sick. Then we're going to transfer.
I'm going to fast forward here because this is pretty bad.
Emergency for a large portion of Broward County. This is Hallandale Beach, and you can see cars still trying to make it through and not...
Right, it's pretty bad.
Come in here. Pretty higher.
The water is pretty high out there.
To try and...
Oh man, that's not good. What's happening in the world, huh? Why is all this flooding? And it's really crazy looking, huh? Look at all that. So, it was, something I wanted to talk about and wanted to share with everybody because lots of crazy things are happening in the world, in terms of weather. What is this? Tucker Carlson warns of a plot to humanity. Crazy. Here's another one, another video. Let's take a look at this one about all the flooding. This is
all these cars are abandoned. It looks like people had to get out of their trunk right there.
these.
There's some real Florida shit right here. Yeah, when I get home, my house ain't flooded.
I'll tell you what scares me about something like that is what's floating around in that water besides this guy walking around, right? On the political scene, what do we have here? Joe Biden at the White House with Chuck Schumer, and it looks like he has forgotten that he's already shook Chuck Schumer's hands.
Now our great
Waiting
speaker,
for-
our partner, who all of these bills we've
I don't know when this supposedly was, but this doesn't look, I don't know, man. This just looks like
now our great speaker.
central casting to me, right? So this is pretty serious. We're having some crazy stuff going on, and I'm just back on YouTube. I want to try to keep it very, very clear. And here we have reportedly Russian ships here docked in Havana, Cuba. I cannot independently confirm this. This is according to our news alert here for U.S. Civil Defense News. So this is also a serious concern. We have the state of Idaho and the Idaho Department of Water Resources has issued this curtailment of 500,000 acres. So this is limiting the access to water, farmers' access to water. So I guess, it's, look, even in Turkey, this is Ankara, Turkey. Take a look. What's happening? you know, it's not really clear if the humans are causing this unless they're doing weather manipulation. That would be the only way they would really be causing that. But um, yeah, something else you need to be concerned about is the House of Representatives has passed a measure today that will automatically register men between the ages of 18 and 26 for selective service as part of the annual Defense Authorization Act, National Defense Authorization Act. The bill passed by a vote of 217 to 199. Those elected officials, you know, we just had a primary. We've got to get these people out. But, you know, the problem is I don't think we can fix it. The bill now heads to the Senate. So I do believe that it did pass, though. That was, what time was that? 6:00 p.m. Well, we'll see. So what else do we have in the news? In case you missed it, right? So this is it again about that. An airline passenger, this is interesting, who was duct taped to the seat mid-flight receives bad news. This is quite an interesting article. The Federal Aviation Administration is suing an American Airlines passenger who caused a scene mid-flight, eventually forcing flight attendants to duct tape her to the seat. Could you imagine that? The woman reportedly attempted to open the front cabin door during the flight, sparking chaos through the cabin. There's a picture of her right here. Let's see. Check this out. She's duct taped. She's got it around almost her mouth, her chin. She's got it around her chest, her hands, and her arms. That's pretty wild, huh? That's pretty wild. So, like, why would they be trying to open, like, what on earth do you think they're thinking, right? Like, why would they try to open the cockpit door? It's crazy. Oh, and hold on a second. What's this guy thinking? Look at this.
So I would rather you get safe and get someplace higher and drier than sitting in here. I mean, you're sitting in feet of water, you know?
In theory, if you're going to plunge into floodwater, electric cars should outperform their gas-guzzling counterparts.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm not even going to go to that. We were just watching that one, but I wanted to show you how deep that guy was in water, and he's still in his car charging his phone. Like, you could get electric. I don't know, boy, that is just crazy stuff. So, you know, a lot of this is biblical. I mean, you knew I was probably going to go there, right? And of course, what is this? Is this biblical too? Or is this something also man-made? Check that out. What on earth is that? What in heaven's name is that? That's crazy. That's in Japan, reportedly. Not just crazy. Could you imagine seeing that? That's wild. Okay, so we don't really know what it is. Maybe one day we'll find out. We never know. Again, I wanted to try to keep this just to, well, does anybody remember this? It's watching again. This guy electrified his Trump sign. So he was tired. He was tired of people coming up on his property and stealing it. I think that's pretty funny. That's really funny. Okay. So enough of this insanity going on in the world, right? What else do we have? We have NATO has rejected the Russian President Vladimir Putin's peace deal. Let's take a listen to what they're saying here. Yeah.
It's not for Ukraine to withdraw forces from Ukrainian territory. It's for Russia to withdraw their forces from occupied Ukrainian land. And this proposal is a proposal that actually means that Russia should have the right to occupy even more Ukrainian land, all the 4 provinces that they claim are not Ukrainian. So this just demonstrates that this is not a proposal made in good faith, but this is a proposal that actually means that Russia should achieve their war games aims by also expecting, or expecting that Ukraine should give up significantly more land than Russia has been able to occupy so far. So this is not
I'm
a
not sure if
peace
the sound
proposal.
on this is
This is a
very good,
proposal
so
of aggression.
really wasn't saying
more
anything that you could really hear. No negotiations, no ceasefire, no peace talks or deals. The war will continue with Putin until Putin is defeated and Russia is destroyed. That was a statement allegedly by NATO. So we have lots of rocking and rolling going on in the planet too. There's lots of earthquakes happening. You should follow that. There's anomalies going on that are being very interesting types of anomalies showing. We don't know the origin of it or the real nature of it yet. I've heard many theories and I just don't have anything concrete yet. But we do know that they are expecting a very active hurricane season in the Atlantic this summer, this hurricane season. So we'll wait to see on that. There's a lot of stories that I cannot report on because of the nature of them and the nature of censorship. So I'm not going to, but you can come to our Twitter page. You should be able to see it there. There was a mandate. There's a mandate of the electronic identification ear tags on cattle, and it is beginning the end for American cattlemen. And so they are trying to block the legislation because I think it has a deleterious effect on the animals, which you could see. I don't know if that's the effect of it. That looks like a calf that was born, but gotta watch out. This is quite amazing. This is, let me see what the depth of this is. 22,956 feet deep, almost 3,000 feet deep at an oil well. They were or a gas line. They were inspecting a gas line. And then there's all kinds of mysteries of the deep. That's why we have to keep our minds open right now. All kinds of things that we're going to see that we've never seen before. And this is what they saw. They ended up seeing a gigantic shark. I mean, huge, maybe even a megalodon. We don't even know how large this thing is. It's just the largest thing we've ever seen in terms of a shark. It does look how huge this thing is. It's so big you can't really see the scope of it. You know, the sucker fish that are attached to it looks like the normal size sharks that we would normally see. So whatever this is was huge. It's humongous. Yeah. So I'm sure there's many things in the deep sea that we don't know about, and we'll one day find out more about. That's why that giant squid, whether that was real or not, certainly very possible. I think it's possible. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have a very active season this year, and the rain is just amazing. This is Moscow now, the Moscow flooding. Someone was talking about houseboats recently. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Look at that. Yeah. So this is happening all over the world, folks. I mean, we really are seeing very biblical events happen. I think one of the reasons, and I'm sure that you get it, right? One of the reasons that we do the food for the soul is to get, focus on your soul and getting right with your life. And that's nothing more important than that. Take a look at this. So remember the Vatican put out a press release about, I guess guidance on seeing things that we weren't used to, or seeing things that like interdimensional things or whatever. Check this out. I know whatever you make of it, but certainly looks very strange to me. Very strange. I mean, it looks like a demonic attachment, or like a demonic possession or of some kind. So, it's real. They exist in, another dimension, and the cameras sometimes can pick that stuff up. It, looks very real to me. Uh, Very curious about it though. Would like to get more information. Um, what else do we have? Biometric scanning, payments. It's begun. So new biometric payments where you pay by scanning your eyes and face on the machine has been launched in Europe. A few days ago, this was called a crazy conspiracy theory, yet we are here. So this is something that's truly coming to fruition. Some pretty intense weather. Here, this is more in Florida. You gotta look at Floridans trying to take it with a grain of salt, right? But the trucks seem to be causing so much of a wave. I don't know. Oh, they're fishing. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what's in that water? I don't even want to know. But that's pretty bad. And then here's another one. I've seen this before. This is a massive alligator in Florida. Quite large. It's an ABC News piece, but it's not recent. I have seen that before. So here it is. This is why the dollar will collapse in foreign trade. The U.S. Treasury no longer sets the dollar exchange rate to emerging market currencies. Dollar exchange rates are now set by Russia and China. And the reason why the U.S. bond market will collapse is the dollars held by Russia and China now, or the emerging markets. I'm sorry. The reason why the U.S. bond market will collapse is the dollars held by emerging market central banks will have absolutely no value because the USD is being repriced by China and Russia, which is what I just said. So China and Russia are now making the value of the dollar in foreign trade worth nothing. This is why the U.S. bond market is being sold off. The Chinese yuan will become the main foreign currency of Russia, the central bank of the Russian Federation announced. The yuan and the ruble exchange rate will now set the trajectory for all other currency pairs, including the euro dollar. So this is happening. This is a change. This is why, look, the Goldfish Report was reporting this 9 years ago about the BRICS nations, the BRICS alliance, and what it was intended to do. And it was built parallel to the current central banking system to replace it. So this, for Goldfish Report viewers who have been with us from the beginning, it's not news. Like, this is stuff we reported 9 years ago, and you can see it came to fruition because we knew our sources told us that this is the case. This is what was happening. Here we have a 40-foot sinkhole near a farmstead just south of Knoxville, Iowa, in Marion County. What on earth is happening here, huh? Look at that. That's huge. But this is what someone was saying, that there's these aquifers under the land that they use to that most farmers use to water their crops. That's pretty big though. What on earth could be causing that, right? Just, it's always like a perfect circle. This is a near perfect circle. Interesting. Very interesting. These are some interesting sprites that were observed. Look at that. Now, this is an actual photograph. This is an actual photograph. This is just amazing stuff. These were observed over China. Here's Japan flooding. I mean, look, we've been to Turkey, Florida, Japan now. Take a look at this flooding. Just, you know, there's a number of cities and places that are being hit particularly hard. Let's see, Dubai was also hit with very hard rains as well. And I know that most people are going to get their turn. Unfortunately, it's really crazy things happening, right? Weird and unbelievable things are happening. What else do we have? Look, I mean, it's getting tough out there, even if you're a raccoon.
My dude,
Where are you gonna eat?
he wants some Dunkin' Donuts. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. What is he? What is he doing? Are they gonna give him a donut? Are they gonna give him a donut?
God.
Oh my god. Do it.
He's hungry.
Throw him the donut. Oh, look at him waiting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow, that's pretty funny. Hey, raccoon's gotta eat.
Oh my god.
That's pretty funny. Well, what are you gonna do? What else do we have? Now we're in Spain. Look at the flooding. Look at this. This isn't just rain. This isn't just excess rain, folks. This is major flooding all over the world. Check this out.
Nossa, essas lojas tudo. Meu Deus.
Honestly, folks, I've been seeing video coming out of Spain for the past week, and it's been pretty bad. It's been very, very consistent there. Yeah. Let me see. I think I have some more. This is why it's really important to, stop by and visit the Goldfish Report on Twitter, because we have a lot of news here that you'll be interested in. Here we have apparently Zelensky going to wake up Joe Biden. Let's take a look. Is that what's happening here? It looks like he went to shake his hand, but I think Biden was nodding off at this, what is it, the G7 meeting. I don't know, folks. This is for the normies for sure. Hope they really wake up. The Paris Stock Exchange sinks amid political turmoil. This is pretty important. Let's take a look at this story. Insider Paper is reporting the Paris Stock Exchange sank more than 2% Friday, erasing its gains for the year as traders fret over the fallout from the French President Emmanuel Macron's decision to stop snap elections. The CAC 40 of French blue chip stocks shed 2.4% to 7,519 points at around midday compared to the previous day's close. It has now fallen 6% for the week. So you're going to start seeing this all, like one after the next after the next. Let's go back to Twitter. Hold on. Where did we go? Just a second. Sorry about that. I'm not going to make this a very long report because we're doing things a little bit different this week. Is this watermelons? Good grief. Doesn't look like any watermelon I want to eat. Okay. Keep moving along here. Yeah, Putin is quite determined. As we said, NATO pretends it can rule the world with lies. Western countries decides they were victorious in the Cold War and could define the way the world runs. They said NATO expansion was not targeting Russia. So this is, Putin declaring, why we need to get rid of globalism. And then here's a very interesting photo. I've never seen this, a clear, transparent boat. I mean, would you ever ride in something like this? I certainly would. As an advanced scuba diver, advanced open water certification scuba diver, I would definitely love to ride in one of these boats. Look at that. How cool is that? Pretty neat, right? Right in time for summer. We also have Biden here just getting lost as usual at an event. Let's see. Yeah, he's not sure where he's looking and wandering off. That shouldn't really surprise anybody at this point, right? So everything's kind of going to go down on Biden. I think we're going to start seeing some things change very quickly. We should definitely, Trump is floating elimination of US income tax and replacing it with tariffs on imports. Interesting, right? And of course, the DC is in panic. Orders US attack submarine to Cuba to pursue Russian nuclear submarine. I cannot independently confirm that report, but I do think that that's what's going on. US most advanced fast attack submarine sailed into Cuba days after a Russian fleet, including one of the nation's most advanced nuclear subs, docked in Havana. And that is according to the US Navy. That's his source. Okay. US Southern Command statement. This is their statement here. The fast attack submarine USS Helena is in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba as part of a port visit as it transits the US Southern Command geographic area of responsibility while conducting its global maritime security and national defense mission. So it's interesting. It's really looking like another what do you call it? Bay of Pigs scenario. That's kind of warning. So I think that I will be doing more reports more regularly again once the school season is over, and I think we're probably going to need it. So that's a good thing. What else do we have? Lots of things. I mean, the world's at war already, folks, all over the place. Meander in chief. Yeah, he just meanders off like we just showed. All kinds of things going on. Be careful out there. Be careful if you're in large crowds. I'm just going to wrap up the report right now. Here is a rancher talking about the shut off of the water by the U.S. government. Limiting their access to water for their crops. So it does look very biblical. We're having, there's going to be pestilence, there's going to be famine, all kinds of things. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes. There's yeah. This is in Florida right now. According to, oh no, is this an air show in May? They say it was an air show. Really? Even though there's like a commercial plane flying in the background, or maybe that was a C-130. You know what? This doesn't look like an air show to me. Why would they have missiles pointing in the sky if there was an air show? I'm just saying, folks, okay? Just get ready. Go get supplies, as I've been saying for a long time. Go get supplies. Do what you can to protect yourself in case we have to shut things down for a while. We should be back next week with another Food for the Soul. I may be doing another report. Let's see. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you. Yeah, people are being mind controlled. Shapeshift. Exactly, Cheryl. Exactly. I will be back. I will probably do another report, but not do it live. I will probably go, I just upload it to our channel on BitChutes during the week. So I'll probably do that. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And keep, keep it plugged in because there's really crazy stuff going on. I will do other reports that will only be on BitChute and, I'll be able to report differently there. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. This concludes this edition of the Goldfish Report.